Hiram next to explain the one of the feature he has developed. So,
Oh my god, it's 9:30. I need to book a cab to get home. I hope I get home safe.
Because right now women are pretty much unsafe in our India. So we are designing this app. So you have to fill just a username password. You can create your account, and in this account, if you click OK, so within 2-3 steps, you will get assistance. So you can book your cabs. You can directly trace your location by GPS. Just select your destination, hit OK, and you will get these options: public transport, sharing role, cab availability, and urgent assistance according to safety. So public transport, if this app is means someone is using after 11 o'clock p.m. in India, so it's not so safe in this public transport. Sharing ride is medium safe. So cab availability is very safe. If that time, then if we hit on cab availability, so if lady will be there, you will get these 3 options: with lady cab driver, with lady assistance, or any. If I select with lady cab driver, you will get the list of lady cab driver who will be available, and you will get the time who will reach at your location earlier, 25 minutes, 29 minutes. So Radha is reaching early, and you can just book. You will get your message, so you can directly call it.
Now let's look at the scenario like if the app don't exist. Okay.
Is okay. We want to authenticate that. So the user will click on the verify button, and user will be able to scan the QR code which is on the vehicle or with the driver, and we get the details screen with all the information with the reviews. On click of share, the information is shared with top 3 contacts which you have shared in your profile, the emergency contacts.
We don't want to take sell the people, so that's why we can select a card. We can swipe that card in cab so that it will get registered. So
that's your 4 minutes. I gave you a few extra seconds because it took a while to switch the computer, but that's
thank you.
So let's look at that.
It's very late. We want to try to shorten it. So our name is AIC, and when we started off addressing this problem of how might we distribute traffic within Bangalore or in whatever city it is, because only 10% of the roads are always getting congested, while the remaining 90% of the roads are a little bit free, and how might we divert the traffic. But in between, Shashi came out with this brilliant question like, why are we looking at distributing traffic instead? Why should not we look at distributing commuters or the users? And that's when we started looking at, okay, hey, how do we distribute commuters? And the answer to that is like our product is called 42, which is like answer to all commute problems. Okay? So it is like, I know like I have to touch upon the value proposition, but like it will help daily commuters in avoiding the traffic congestion in a smarter way. That's our real value proposition. And I'll hand over to Abbas for the prototype.
Right, so we have the prototype ready. What we've tried to do here is combine digital benefits with real world things, and we have the prototype ready here. So once you log in, basically you're going to see events pulled out from your calendar, right? You have a meeting with Unicom which is scheduled in all your calendars, and what time is it and how much time should I leave in to start my trip and reach on time. So I start my trip, or I have the option of also entering a destination. When I do start my trip, I have an option of either carpooling with Shashi's Mercedes, or I could take the bus 68. Now we have something known as traffies. Those are points out here, right, which can be redeemed later for a real world benefit. Now I select the Mercedes, I like Mercedes, right? I go over there, I see the entire road map out here, laid out, and I can even give a call to Shashi, and when I click on the detailed map, I know that I have to walk to First Main Street, he'll pick me up, and then I've got to walk to Lee Meridian, and I'll reach and I'll earn that many traffies. So I then start then I go back, I basically start my ride, and then I get picked up. This is the, so we see the roadmap out here, we see something known as traffies. These are currency you can collect in the app. And when you click, when the map doesn't open up, the Google map doesn't open up, what you're planning is an AI. So you have the real world of it. The traffic, the mobile is mounted on your display, and you see the road in reality, and you see the coins on the road. Now, as you drive through, you're basically collecting these coins and increasing your traffic count. And then, suppose something comes up, my meeting is at 9 AM, this comes up, and then I've an accident reported near Chinnaswamy Stadium, and I select to reroute. When I select reroute, it's going to show me what are the other options. I see Aditya coming on the other side of the road, I simply drop off at the point where I'm stuck. I go and collect his ride, and then I continue to go to my destination. So that's what we have. And once you complete the ride, you collected the traffic, and you can rate your ride, and optionally you can view the leaderboard. So you could redeem it with partners that we partnered with, get tickets at Inox, McDonald's, or whatever. And the next steps, I'll just give it to Aditya.
So some of the assumptions we're making is that the users are open to using a smartphone application to solve traffic condition problems. Basic assumption. And of course that users are willing to ride share and utilize other stuff. As part of the roadmap, I think Abbas already spoke about augmented reality. That's part of the roadmap that will definitely come in.
So imagine a temple run.
Imagine a temple run as you're driving the car, and that's also going to help with lane discipline because we're going to try and ensure that the points are collected in the right lane and stuff like that, right? So we're also considering features for other users. For example, traffic police, if they want to insert an event or if they want to update, if we want all the users about something that's happening. Considering that, and of course crowdsourcing for traffic congestions and traffic events. Someone is going down the road and there's an unexpected tree fall or something like that, right? So you could provide facilities for the users to inform all the other users as well.
One last thing. Normally when you're driving, that's the most unproductive time. So we want to maximize that. As part of that,
That's 4 minutes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So, the problem that we are trying to solve today is really the long stressful commute that we have every day due to congested roads because, like a survey that mentioned last year, our roads actually carry 5 times more traffic than what they're really supposed to carry. And solution that we're offering is an integrated platform to promote carpooling and public transport through real-time and intelligent information. And some of the benefits that we are trying to get out of this is reduce the number of vehicles on the road, have a greener city, have a greener world, and make transport more effective. And finally, the most important thing that is peace of mind. So our vision, or if you say the value proposition, would be that commute and joy will help people with traffic flows because we help plan their whole commute.
So we have come up with an application where you are.
So as you enter the app, you have it welcomes you, it says welcome Ben, and then you have 2 options. Traffic check, you can check the traffic, or travel. So if you click on travel, it again throws you 2 options, public transport or carpooling. So I click on public transport and it again, So it again asks me from and my destination, and then I feed that in. Meanwhile, I also have my favorite routes below that. And once I feed that, and I click on bus, I have all the bus routes listed here. And with the bus route, I have the bus timing, that is according to the BMTC, and the time taken for that bus to reach my destination, and the fare as well. It is enabled through GPS. And after I select my bus route, it gives me time left for that bus to reach me and the destination that I have to go to, with a map which shows, the bus, where the bus is. And this is one of the, if you have to check the traffic, you give where you feed in the information for where you are and the destination, and it shows you exactly where the traffic is with the help of these red dots. So you can see these red dots wherever there is a traffic law. And if you select carpooling, it gives you again need a ride or provide a ride. So I'll click on need a ride, and it shows me this screen where there are 2 options. There's Jane and there's Tina. I want to go with Tina because
I'm more comfortable. So the minute I click on that, it says Tina connected. So the minute it says Tina connected, I can see where Tina is and how much time she's going to take to reach me. And we also have menu items like, yeah. So we have settings. We have travel is of course public transport and carpooling. We have my favorites. We have routes where you can check the traffic. We have parking. So this feature we can use if I am going with my family to say MG Road and I want to see if there's a parking slot available for me. And you can check that. We have notifications and we also have feeder details.
Yeah, notification is something which will come up with any accidents or any public events which are currently happening in my route. So the route which I select is something which will automatically throw up. So that's the notification we receive over there.
So any political events happening on the way, any rally, anything for that matter, those notifications.
So considering all the problem statements that we showed regarding transport, so we thought what is the basic base problem that we have currently? So we put the problem statement as how might we encourage, motivate people to use public transport, which will reduce the number of vehicles on road, so which in turn will also reduce the pollution. And,
So we have identified the problem and we are saying that the people actually are not having good experience with the public transport. They're not motivated much to use public transport. So for that, my app is going to provide an integrated solution which is going to provide all information about the available public transportation means which is nearby your location. And our public smart travel app will be helpful for the daily commuters who have poor public transport experience and they have bad usability, because this app is going to provide an efficient integrated public transport.
so quickly go through the screens. We have 2 or 3 screens. So Ashwin, as soon as we launch the app, we show the maps, and if you see that's it, home, Rajan Street is the source, and we have destination text box. And if you see, this is your geolocation, so where you're currently right now. And when you click on the destination, so assume that I'm typing RA. So basically it gives me the list of destinations. So there's an order in which the destinations are being found. So the priority is given to your saved locations, then the priority is given to the frequently visited locations, then the priority is given to the other locations which is mapped the search. So once I have given, assume that I am going to commute to my home to office. So this is an integrated system. So it is not only for bus or it's not only for metro. It is a system which is going to solve all the public transportation together. So assume that this is my home and I have a metro station nearby and I also have a bus station nearby. So this app gives me both the routes together, so which will reach to my office. So if you see, so in the road, even with the help of Google Maps, we could also show the traffic details. So how to reach the destination. And if you see at the top, it's again home to office, and you have the back, which will always take the previous screen, and you also have the menu on the right hand side, which will have all the options that can be. So assume that I have clicked on the route, it says what bus it is, it's either Metro bus, and it arrives in 5 minutes. Currently in Ramnagar, there's a current chain of the bus. And also, since we could install any smart devices in the buses, it will also count me the number of passengers which is in the bus. So this we came to know when we are doing user interviews for when people are not actually using the public transportation. The main thing is because the public transportation is very crowded. So based on this information, you could either decide you could take the bus or the other. And you will also show the fare information, then the approximate time that will reach the destination, and you have the route details. And it has so much of options that can be given. So these are the few features which have portrayed in the mockups. And we have other more details which can be added to the function of this. So one is the notification. So the application is also smart enough to provide notification. It can just throw you saying that you have a bus in 5 minutes based on the data the regular data action that I'm going from my home to office beginning on 9 a.m. So the application will even tell you you have a bus in 5 minutes, and even if you miss any of your bus or travel thing, the application will also throw you the other options. Like if I missed your bus, you could also pick up the next bus you have. Thank you. That's what we
Easy part. Fast track will be up, so be ready.
Places like in G Road, it's very difficult to find whether a parking space is there. So our value proposition is that our service Easy Park will help urban commuters find a parking slot easily by making the parking availability information accessible on the go. So this information is already available on Google Maps. So we'll be using parking as an add-on services for doing that. Chetan will provide more details on how we'll be doing that.
So currently when we open the Google Map app on our mobile phone, we see a list of options how we can navigate. So one is the traffic we can see. We can either see so what is the public transport that's available. So what we are proposing is we can have an add-on service along with all these options. We have something like a parking option. What would that do is next one, please. So currently when we navigate or once we turn on the directions from one location to another, we would see in the map view like this. What we are proposing is, so we would have a list of parking spots displayed, which is the available parking spots in a certain area, which is close to our destination. So again, that's very much specific to a certain radius, predefined and configured, and based on that, we'll be able to see the parking spot. So we would have a notification option, which would actually generate any notifications. So if in case we are in a particular area where there are no parking spots, it would instead of blue, it would be in red, and you would have another option which would display that alternative suggestions where we can choose to park some kind of public transport instead of taking the car and parking it over here, or some other location where the parking spot may be available. So this is another add-on feature to another website. So we've taken the example of Zomato. So currently, whenever you search for a hotel or anything, so we would see the name of the hotel and all the details, and also we have a small map view. So currently, all we have is directions. So we've added another option that says parking availability, and selecting on that, which would again redirect to the Google Maps, and we can have the same view of the parking slots.
The parking availability information, we think that businesses that are interested in making more customers come to them, shop owners, they can provide the information, or sensors can be installed and that information can be prepared on the Google Maps. So those are the options that we have thought of through which data can be fed into this.
The parking attendants employed by the shop owners can feed the information.
But we've kept it out of scope for the application.
So a lot of assumptions considering so that intelligence is in place for us to be able to go ahead and implement it. That's it from our side. Thank you.
We'll do Smart Citizen after that, so if you have a laptop, you can go ahead and connect already.
What was the name of the previous team?
So we have Fast Track is up now. The previous team was Easy Park. We got Fast Track up, then Dash, and then Smart Citizen.
Okay, while commuting in Indian cities, the problem we have is the wait time at various signals. So the problem statement we are trying to address is we have several routes to go to a destination where there are many signals in one route versus there are less signals in another route, which can take potentially less time. So our value proposition is our fast track solution will help city commuters with long commute times because we provide real-time data on signal wait times with options for selecting dynamic routes on the real time. So our colleague will explain about this application.
We have divided our application into two sections.
sections, one for the commuters and one for the traffic police control. So if we start for the commuters, what we will do in this application, we know the source of the journey by our GPS information, and we have to tell that what is the destination. So it will tell the suggested paths which can be taken to go to the destination with the number of red lights and the stoppage time of the particular red lights with the estimated time traveling from your source to destination. Now we have the options to raise alerts. So because if I am stuck in a traffic, it's not on a red light but between the red lights. So I want to share my experience on that traveling, so I can raise the alerts. So these raise alerts will be on the screen where we have given the quick control, not the text format, but I'm saying, okay, I have a bad traffic over here, Jarabel, SOS. So these are the quick options. I just have to click on that one. So the message will be go to our control center with the current GPS location and the message. Now we have the options to view the alerts. So this alert screen will show the alerts raised within some location. I say, okay, within the 2 kilometers of my current location. So it will show all those alerts raised by the users. Now we have the options for the police control room, where we can raise the alerts to call an ambulance, to call the fire station, or to the control room center itself. Now we have some smart option for that particular guy who is standing in traffic lights to control the traffic light system. So suppose one light is green, rest are the red. If you want to switch the control of a particular red light at a particular moment, just he has to swap. Okay, I want to do it at green. Okay, just start this one. So it will be green and rest will be the red. So it's, or you can have manual or things over here that he can set the stoppage time of each signal on this particular traffic light. He say, okay, signal 1, I want 10 seconds, signal 2, 30 seconds, signal 3, 30 seconds, signal 4, so on. So he can do that manual also.